I mean, we should become some of the quietest people in the world, and we would be, not just for the sake of being quiet, but because we have cut out all of the nonsense talk. Just that alone would send us miles ahead overnight, not in 50 years and all like that. We would become a changed people, because now we are locked into doing what? Doing something we're not used to doing, thinking. And so our thoughts would have to be eventually constructive, because we are not standing around with our mouths going all the time about nonsense. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So when you're quiet, this is why a lot of black people start writing books when they go to prison, because they're sitting there just looking out of a little small window. And every now and then they're seeing a bird go by, and that's the first time they've even noticed a bird in their entire lives. And so now they're doing what? Thinking. And some of them who have been locked up for a long time will tell you that. They'll say, you know what? For the first time in my life, when I got locked up, and I did 12 years, and a lot of it in solitary confinement, that's the only time in my life I had a time to think. And so when I came out, I had a different view of the whole world. And the people who were in there, like Baines and whatnot, I mean, as it showed in the movie that was made by Spike Lee, I mean, who also were thinking. You got around other people who were forced to think. They didn't do any thinking before they got in there. That's how they wound up in there. Because I always say, there's no such thing as a smart person being behind bars, except those who plan to be there. On page 58, 59, and 60, I always want to reiterate this over and over again on those pages under economics, use of time and energy. It's just 3 pages. And I'm saying a person, if they do the 4 things that are on those pages as described, it's impossible to get lost about what black people should be doing. There's just 4 things listed. And if you're doing one of those 4 things, you're always on track. Well, see, when the white supremacists took the chains off of our ankles and off of our wrists, they worked on our minds, so that now we are becoming more and more insane, even though we are better fed than we were when we were in the chains. I mean, you know, we're overweight practically from food, but that's not the problem. The problem is in our heads. It's nothing going on up there.